he published his Bitcoin chart and thinks that there's a healthy correction coming, and then we're going to the moon. I know we've all talked about how the altcoins are certainly dependent on Bitcoin. Well, XRP wants to decouple, but until all of those coins are out in circulation, I don't think it's going to happen. And you know, I'm an XRP girl, right? But I'm also a mercenary moneymaker. And I don't want to be just waiting and waiting and waiting. A lot of us have bags, right? Okay, so what I'm saying is that Bitcoin has got a couple of events on the calendar. We've got the halving coming next summer, and this year has just flown. Can you believe it's already the middle to the end of May? Well, the deal is at the halving, I think there's going to be a lot of FOMO for Bitcoin. People are going to get in it, and then afterwards, I think it's going to go down, and many other people do too. I'm not, just putting this out here like some savant. That's not me, no. I'm only replying of my agreement to other people's points of information. I do believe this also. And at the same time, XRP, of course, is still coupled to it. We are definitely joined to the hip. Well, the coins of circulation again, that XRP's been working so very hard to pick up our customer base, all of the team, the most brilliant people in the industry. We went to consensus this last week, and there was a lot of positive influence. You know, guys, right? I mean, it just was off the chain. We had a little kick in the market. Things started pumping up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. So we're looking now at a little pullback. And the same thing has happened with Bitcoin. We're going to continue this chain in this channel, same thing as XRP, for a little longer. This weekend is Memorial Day holiday. Some people will be taking off. A lot of people will be looking into investing, talking to friends. Can't you see the scene? I'm going to set it for you right now. Grilling on the weekend, tipping the beers back, mixing the scotch, talking about what's up. Whether you made money, if you're broke, did that fiat check cash Friday? Or do you got to wait until Tuesday to put it in the bank because you missed it? Banks closed on Monday. That's reality. So friends, we're all living reality. And if you are still dependent on the fiat, oh, it sucks. So we're looking into barbecue grill time. Everybody's visiting, talking to their friends, and they're telling them, or maybe they're asking about crypto. This weekend, in my opinion, will be a big weekend for crypto. Last Thanksgiving was a big weekend for crypto. After Thanksgiving, we took off and we went to the moon. So it's very possible, don't hold me to it, no guarantees here. This is crypto, but it's very possible that we could see the begin of a run after Memorial Day. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. If the market pumps, keep your eyes open. It might be a mini moon, because we have to keep in mind that what's coming around the corner is going to be the halving, and it's almost a year from now. And Bitcoin is still the alpha, like it or not. We're all in this together. And Bitcoin is the choice of all at this time of the capital investment brokers, bankers. The people on Wall Street have chosen Bitcoin. We all are continuously talked about being a banker's coin for XRP, and that's true. We're going to be the jump shot. We're going to be the bridge coin that makes it happen for the new banking system. And that is on its way. We're going to have President Trump reelected in November. And at that time, he will start enforcing the executive order that he signed in February of 2017 that is going to be set and enrolled out for Steve Mnuchin. As CKJ says, Secretary Steve, I love that. Yes, Secretary Steve, along with his task force, the Faster Payments Task Force, will be ramping it up in the fall, close to December, to enact the executive order that was signed in February, the executive order 13772, I believe it is. Yes, 13772. And that will enact the rails that have been laid. I believe we'll have regulation at that time, or it will be following very soon after, because they will want to be, in my opinion, ready for business come January 1. And at that point, Katie, bar the door. Get ready for your moon boots, baby. That's all my opinion. This is not financial advice, but I really do believe so. I know, right, Chip? You're off. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm serious. You understand what I'm saying, darling. These are all very important things to put on your calendar. Do not forget that everything is still political, like it or not. And I appreciate what Jeff does for us at the Huddle Report. I'm very happy to help you, Jeff and Chip, with your new request to give some video education for our lawmakers, for some of our friends that need to know what, again, is, basic crypto information. They need to understand what we're talking about. They need to understand what cryptocurrency is. Our stores of currency and value in the past are changing. This is a new world order. Like it or not, but we are in a new world order. I love it. I'm very excited for it. And I do believe what we're going to see is the enactment of a digital currency for the United States, whether it is the USD. I do see that Coinbase has made some great strides, and being a banker and a custodial institution, those two things married together allows Coinbase, hate them or love them, can't help you there, but they're a real player, and I believe they'll be very, very involved in this new world order for the United States of America. They have followed the regulations, they have gotten involved, and will serve a great purpose going forward for the United States to make a transition, in my opinion, again, into the digital currency era. Banking needs a major overhaul. We all understand this. We need our lawmakers to understand this. And that's why we have to do our part as citizens to make sure that the lawmakers, the legislators understand that we do not want to stand by and allow our country to be devalued to the point that we are in ruins just because they ignore the handwriting on the wall. It is coming. It's so very interesting to see a live stream earlier today that Tonebase put out. He had two gentlemen on who were arguing gold versus digital currency. And I cannot begin to tell you how, I'll be respectful, but how pitiful the gold bug was. His arguments were lame compared to the arguments that the digital currency advocate was laying down. He was killing it. It was very interesting. I hope you'll check it out later. I'm not here to shill for tone, but I just got to say it's real. And we're going to have to deal with it. There's a lot of people in denial. There's a lot of people that are unaware. Most people will wait until their bank tells them to switch over to some sort of a digital asset, that checks are no longer accepted, or checks will be accepted until date, blah, blah, blah. That's how most of the American financial system works. There has been a tremendous transition already right in front of us. You might have seen Fox News, you might have seen ESPN, I've seen over on the NBC Sports Channel, CBS, whether it's 60 Minutes doing the Bitcoin pizza piece, or if it's the actual commercial from the campaign that says, you know, drop gold. Well, those are very meaningful. There's a lot of money behind those. They're not messing around. It's time. It's time for us to make the change. I'm ready. We are all ready. You know, so today I go back to that video that was done by Tone and his guests. What a video. It's something you need to see. No kidding, again, because the truth of the matter is that those guys gave a great example today of how the mentality of the public is. It's very telling. There are quite a few deniers, people who are resistant to change, of course. And then you also have the people who are out there that are actually invested in whatever that commodity is. The gold bug was really just hung up on store value, the intrinsic value of bartering. He continued to lay out his argument that something isn't worth anything unless two people agree that something is worth something. Okay? Well, that's what we call P2P or B2B, person to person, business to business transactions, right? So when you decide that something has value and we go ahead and make that transaction, it doesn't have to be gold. It doesn't have to be a US dollar. It doesn't have to be seashells. That's between the P2P or B2B to decide. Bitcoin, digital currencies, XRP, they're permissionless. We don't need your permission to allow Dana Palmer and BirdDog to transact money. Because yes, these digital assets are currencies. A lot of people cannot deal with that. And I again go back to the point that they're just so heavily invested in. They've started businesses and are gold brokers or total investment portfolio managers, and they have put all in on whatever that commodity is. Well, you know, open your mind up, people, and be aware that things are changing and it's coming really quick. So I appreciate everybody coming tonight. Yeah, please throw this out on Twitter. Give me a couple thumbs up if you like it. Share this. I appreciate it. I see Anna Liz. You're in the... All right, good girl. Hey, Anna Liz, what's up? Ferdy, how are you tonight? Ferdy, just want to hit you up real quick. Tell you I haven't been ignoring you, hon. I've just been really busy these last 2 days. Getting the things crossed off my list so I can help you out coming up going forward. There's something fun going to be with Curious Wang that the zoo and Ferdy has got on tap. So look forward to that this weekend. Again, I know a lot of people in America will be grilling with Memorial Day weekend, you know. It's a terrific weekend where we salute our veterans. And it's got a bit of a stigma to it, to be honest. A lot of people do the grilling and what have you. And the truth is it's not about partying. It really is about remembering those that gave their lives for us to be free. That's why America is the greatest country in the world. So please do know that it's not a party. It really is a solemn weekend. And I just think that there's going to be a lot of talk between friends and family members who will want to talk about what, Anna Liz? Are you saying that there's no sound? What are you talking about? Anna Liz. Can you guys still hear me? Anna Liz, you totally threw me off. Good grief. You're so crazy, girl. You wait. I'm going to spank you good. Oh, how funny. Anna Liz, you crazy girl. Okay, so sorry. 3, 2, 1. You guys got me still. She totally whacked me right there. You crazy girl. Jesus. All right, I'm going to check my video and listen real quick, see if I'm on. That is very funny. Okay, I'm going to continue on with the party. Hilarious. Okay, so anyway, where I was at was just talking about this weekend. And like I said, a lot of people are probably going to be talking about what's going on around the barbecue. And you know, that's just how that goes. We're America, and everybody loves to get together this weekend. And you're probably going to find out that there's going to be some more wallets created. The number of wallets continues to grow. Interest in crypto continues to grow. And I think that we're going to be off to the races come fall. What's going on in the chat out there, guys? Dana says, refresh page, Anna. Thank you, Dana. Oh, Annalise, we'll just turn up the volume, crazy girl. Hilarious. Hey, thanks, Auburn Rain. Well, yeah, you know what, guys? Actually, this is my other channel. I've got 2 channels, maybe more than that. I won't disclose that. However, I was a YouTuber for a long time before I got into crypto, and this is my original YouTube channel. It's got all kinds of stuff on it, and you know, it's got over 1,000 subs. So I thought I would just go ahead and get back to the basics. And if you guys don't like who I am, I appreciate that. But hopefully you already do like who I am, and you'll see that this channel you may not be subbed to, and I appreciate if you'll give me a sub. I'm a Florida girl, old-timey outdoors animal lover who loves to invest. I've been with investing since Daytech. Does that not date me or what? But when the first digital trading online started, it was Daytech, D-A-T-E-K. And then I rolled that into TD Ameritrade. Loved it. Just loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. And as we went further into it, you know, cryptocurrencies came about. And so I enjoy charting. I appreciate other people's information. I've been a self-taught person over my life for most things. I am college educated, just to say, but it is a lot of hard knocks schooling also. And I do appreciate that very much, Digital Asset Conductor. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody to sub. I appreciate this channel. I really do. We have a lot of fun over here, and I do look forward to meeting all of you. It's going to be a great party. You just can't believe. And I know that Jeff was just talking about having a party in South Florida, and that's cool. That's fine. Do me a favor, guys, and throw this out on Twitter again, too. I want to know where the Great Pate is. I haven't seen his butt. Wake him up. And where AJ is, where Kick Boys, where Malpass is. Let's see what is happening out there with those degenerates. Yes, so, you know, we're looking forward to the Helsinki Triangle. Very funny. XRP Bananas. How you doing? It's nice to meet you. GXRP, good to see you tonight also. Some Real Guy. Yeah, you guys are all my good friends, you know, and I thank you for the friendships that we have made. Whether we go to the moon or not, we're all really rich in our friendships. I know I've said that before to you guys, but it is true. nonetheless, we are going to be balling soon. So I want to tell you guys another quick thing that is very important, because I know that we all hold nanos, Ledger nanos. Maybe you've got a Ledger Blue. Maybe you've got a Ledger Nano S. Whatever you have got, you better go and plug it in, get it out of your safe, plug it in, and update that firmware. Don't you think for 1 second that if we moon next week or tonight or in a month, that you're just going to trot in there and grab your Nano, plug it in, and send something to an exchange? Ain't happening. It will prompt you to update your firmware. Next thing you know, you've got 30 minutes invested before you can make a trade. So please take my advice. That is financial advice. Write that down. Go get your Nano, get it out, update your firmware. I spent this weekend updating the, let's just call them my crypto club, all of their Ledger Nanos. And it does take a while. Maybe you're very familiar with how your Nano works. If you're not, then you better budget some extra time. Good for you, Digital Asset Conductor. You updated it last week. Yes, that's true. What it will do is erase everything on your Nano. That is correct. Don't panic. And I'll also tell you, do not panic when it tells you that it has an invalid channel and it gives you a warning. The key to all of this, friends, is perhaps you have already downloaded Ledger Live. This is the software program that is available on the Ledger webpage. You download the Ledger Live, and it will reside on your computer, your desktop, I recommend. I know, Digital Asset Conductor, I'm so sorry. It is scary at first, and that's why it's important that I tell you guys this. I know we all have Ledger Nanos. It is very important to do this. And if you will, understand there was an original program that was offered as an app on the Chrome browser. That was the Ledger Manager. And it had different apps. For instance, a Ledger app for Ripple. It had a Ledger app for Bitcoin. It had a Ledger app for the Litecoin. You name it, there was a separate app. And when you would use your Ledger Nano, you would initiate that particular app on your desktop or laptop to access the device. Well, they have upgraded that now, and it is Ledger Live. And I really believe most of you guys know this already. However, if you don't, and you believe that your Ledger Nano is just something to stick in the safe and forget about, well, please listen to what I'm telling you. You need to download this new software program from ledger.io. It is Ledger Live, before you delete your old Chrome app. Okay? What's up, XRPDT? Woo, woo, woo. Before you delete those, get the Ledger Live down. Go ahead and connect your Nano and go through the hoops that they tell you. Read very carefully the instructions on the screen, because what they say on the screen is pretty simple if you will read what they tell you and follow what they say to do. However, if you don't, it won't work. and you can keep trying, because I promise you it is error on your part. It is operator error. They give you plenty of opportunity to contact them, but don't bother. You just stop and read and try again. I have done this over 10 times over the weekend, meaning 10 different devices. And so I can tell you from experience, I didn't have one of them being a faulty device. It was always operator error. Yes, Allie, someone does need to make a tutorial video, but you know, I don't have enough time. Honestly, I should do it. And I thought about it also as I was going through it. But then I said, well, gosh, you know, maybe I would be divulging something that I don't want to divulge during this process. So it is what it is. I do have a brand new Nano that I could pull out and use for a tutorial's sake, but you know, I don't know. You guys are intelligent. You can do it. Hey, Dutchie. Good evening. Yeah, thanks everybody again for staying with me. I appreciate it. Yep, that's right. If your keywords, your private keys are safe, Jeff, then you're okay. It's okay. No matter what you do to that device, it doesn't matter. And when I made the statement that it does delete everything on your Nano, yes, it does. But the Ledger Live will be restoring it. And that's the reason why you download Ledger Live, you connect your device, you log in, and follow the directions. It will have you go through 2 separate processes to make this work for you. Ledger Live has a particular, let's see, what should I say that this is? It has there are 2 components, there we go, to the Ledger Live software. And on this software on your desktop, you're going to see that it's going to have the manager, and it's also going to have your assets. The key to this is having your manager add the cryptocurrency to your Ledger Nano first. So you will be initiating to initialize a download of Bitcoin, of XRP, of Litecoin, whatever your holdings are. And we all know that each device only holds so much memory, so you are limited to a certain number of coins on each Ledger Nano S, yes. And then you will want to go to the second component of this Ledger Live software, which is adding the asset. And therefore you will be adding that account is the proper word. You're going to add the account to your software portion of this, and you can then see that not only does your Ledger Nano have a Bitcoin or a XRP on it. Finally, they got rid of Ripple and they updated the software component to show that it is XRP on your Ledger Nano S. And then secondly, you will install what is the account on the Ledger Nano S, so you'll be seeing both things. You've got the manager and you've got the accounts. Therefore, you can synchronize the device and your portfolio that it stays online to be updated, and allowing yourself to, at this point now, you can delete the old Chrome apps. So I hope you guys have a bit of time, you know, if we get done tonight, do it yourself. If not, do it this weekend for sure. Again, you Americans have no excuse. You've got a long weekend. The banks are closed Monday. That's the current time to stick it to the fiat. Get your Ledger Nano S updated. It's very important. Don't take it lightly. Because when you go to that exchange and you want to send whatever it is you got going on, because you think you're going to move some money, move some crypto, make a trade, yeah, you'll be upset. Happened to me. So update that ledger, and one of the first things you're going to need to do before you do all that, you guys, is update that firmware. Once you install Ledger Live, you'll see in the top right-hand part of that picture where they're going to show you the Ledger Live firmware, and it's going to prompt you to update it. Now, if you don't see that, then that means you need to go back to the Chrome app. The Chrome app will ask you to update your firmware at that point. And if that's the case, then you really are delinquent. You have not gotten your ledger. It should blow the dust off of it, for that matter. It's been in your safe for too long. Your firmware is really old. But hey, we know we're supposed to tuck it away. So just make sure that you're up to date, guys. Love you, and I don't want you guys to, have such a problem. So I'm just curious now. Again, let's get back over here. There's Kick Boy. What's up, dog? Woo woo! Handsome. Yep, I would like to see a throwdown between Kick and Hodel. Both you guys are pretty ripped, looking good and healthy. At least go tops off. Woo woo! Yeah, tops off Tuesday. That's tomorrow night. We're gonna do that. Tops off Tuesday with Kick and Jeff. Can I get a thumbs up in the chat if you want to see it? Now, I know the guys probably... Okay, right, whatever. No gay, no gay. Yeah, very proud of you guys again. So if Malpass, are you out there? Again, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I haven't been ignoring you either, honey. I just been really busy last day, but I'll have all my attention on you guys here coming up, okay? So just know that we'll be back together here, and I'll see what we can work out. That's funny. Yeah, Kick. I don't know. Kick, how tall are you? I was looking at your video. You're a pretty big boy. Boy. I know, Allie. Gotta say, the ladies and the men of XRP, pretty hot. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yes, I understand you're only holding XRP, and that's okay. That's perfect. Honestly, I love XRP, and I have terrific faith in XRP. 6.3. There you go. I thought so. Yeah, I was giving you the old thumb view, right? But my eye's pretty good. That's funny. Bananas. Good stuff. Well, hey guys, again, I appreciate it if you might throw this out there in the chat for me tonight. Give a quick run to the Twitter page for me. Hopefully everybody will know that they can know what to do with their Ledger Nanos. Make sure to update those. It's very important. Kind of a boring thing to do, but that's the way it is. And there's also another chart, you guys, that's very important to see. And it is the XRP BTC chart. It is this chart that is correlated to BTC. And so for Bitcoin to be coupled still to XRP, the relationship is an inverse one. And that means when Bitcoin goes up, XRP tends to slide down. Why do I bring this up? Because my goal is to convert some XRP to my USD. But in order for me to do that, I would like for my BTC to go up in value so I can convert it into more XRP and then convert that to USD. Isn't that what we're all here for, honestly? In the short term? I know we all look forward to using our XRP one day to buy the coffee, to pay for the jet fuel, to buy the new handbag. Yeah, that's right. One day it will be mainstream. But I'm all about building my bags. Build the bags. How are you going to build your bags? Well, the inverse relationship that BTC brings shows us this chart. It's a 15-minute right now, and this is using some of my different indicators. But if we look at these resistance and support levels, you can see on the daily chart where we're at. Now, these are two of my possibilities that I squiggled on here, the green and the red, which way we're going to go. That's crazy. Do you guys get whack calls? Sierra Leone's calling me. What the hell? The Nigerian prince. Hello. Oh, hey, Iridium. How nice to see Iridium 242. Now, that's one of my OGs right there. Iridium, thanks for coming by tonight. It is so nice to see you. Iridium is a terrific programmer. He is a prepper. He's a good friend of mine from the beginning days of YouTube for myself. I got started in the prepping and gun community, if you will. And so Iridium, he's got a great channel. He's been working very hard and has a terrific set of videos. Anything he puts out, you guys, you might want to check him out. Please do subscribe to Iridium 242. He's somebody that has got some terrific ideas on prepping and very common sense utilitarian ideas for products that would make your life easier no matter what natural disaster occurs. I'm in Florida. I've been through several hurricanes in the last couple of years, and I'm totally ready for that. I got that shit down, believe me. I could definitely deal with it. I'm an outdoors girl. I'm a hunter, trapper, blah, blah, blah. Country girls can survive, yes. So with that said, you have to really be prepared, and that's why we all like cryptocurrency. I've spoken to Iridium several times about getting into cryptocurrency and mining because he's a very educated computer programmer. He's a nerd at heart. Love you, dog, from one nerd to another. And so it's very interesting to understand how mining affects cryptocurrency. Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I am. That's cool. Hang with me, guys. But I thought that it was very interesting to listen to that Tone Vays interview again today earlier, where the gold bug could not understand why the use of electricity that he thought in his mind was such a outrageous, terrible detracting factor of cryptocurrency. Well, the truth of the matter is, I would go ahead and say, in my opinion, that the electricity used by mining cryptocurrencies, is still far less than the amount, if you put it in a dollar total figures of what the overhead cost for employees, electricity used, building rents, liability sake, property taxes on buildings where the banks employ employees to transact American Express, MasterCard, Visa transactions that happen to be quote unquote validators at the banking level. It's something that we have to put into perspective here, that daily transactions by banks must be recognized for what it is. The MasterCard, the Visa, the debit card does not just jump up and make the money come out of one account to the other. What happens is there is a building with lights on and people with payroll taxes being paid. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. If we were to come with a comparison for cost of one currency compared to another, well, I just do not see the argument that cryptocurrency mining is just so expensive, that it is prohibitive, that it's killing the earth. That's bullshit. It really is very lame argument. And until someone puts it out there like that, I don't think it really has been said like this. They were beating around the bush with it today, earlier in Tone's live stream. But yet, it was a very heated argument, and that type of a scenario was not painted. So again, I had the luxury of being a viewer and having my time to sit back and reflect on what was said today. And that's a very important point, that the validation that is needed for cryptocurrency is equal to the process that is needed for validation of any type of banking transaction today in the traditional banking system. The difference is that one is a direct, permissionless. We do not need a third party's permission to transact my payment to Ali. I can send DT money. I can send Kick money. And they're all happy to get it. And yes, it is intrinsic value. Thank you so much, Jeff. Good night, Huddle Report. Big hug. And again, I will be happy to assist you with some of those educational videos. I have a few in my mind that I'll kick over with you. Thanks very much. It's very important to let our legislators know and understand the basics. We got to dumb it down. Plain and simple. Great. Thanks again. Have a nice evening, Jeff. Yes, you too, DT. I would send you money. And I know you'd like it. You know you would. You'd like it. Thanks, Bananas. I really appreciate that. It's been a long time coming, guys. I've been wanting to do this. And again, I appreciate your time tonight. Everybody, there's only 24 hours in a day. And we have a lot of very intelligent people in the space who wish to share their ideas, their opinions, and whether it is every night on a scheduled stream time, I don't want to step on someone's feet. You know, it is what it is. And I thank you very much for spending your time with me at this time. Yeah. So this particular chart does show the inverse relationship with some support and resistant levels for what is the coin of XRP on the value of Bitcoin, as opposed to XRP with the value of USD. And so you can see, if we look, for instance, on a larger time frame of a weekly frame, that this has steadily been going down. And that would be because for this period of time, XRP has remained stable, whereas the Bitcoin properties have allowed it to increase. We have come up from, you know, the recent 5,800 range to where we're at now, which is around pretty much 78 to 825, 8,250 range. So this has continued to moderate. This is the USD value coin at this moment. And you can see that we still are in a correcting phase. Now this chart is a little tweaked. Let's go ahead and get it down to what is a little more normal. And I don't know if you guys know about hyperwave, but it is worthy of understanding and learning about hyperwave. This is a hyperwave, and you can see I have made my own lines here that illustrate the hyperwave. So we, of course, started back here in the year of 2017. Like I was speaking of, it was coming in very, very docile. back at this point. We had XRP back at 20 cents, right? And then it started bumping up, bumping up, bump, bump, bump. And for the third leg of the hyperwave, this is just the way it always goes. It jumps up and we reach the values there at 70 cents, which, you know, we're all looking forward to here recently. We'd like to hit 70 cents, 80 cents again. And then it took off where we were into the November area at the end of last year, and we reached their last all-time high at the $3.30, $3.70, $3.85. And so after that, you usually come down and you're going to retrace back to what is a particular point that it jumps back up and you have a little bit of a reprieve. But again, that's kind of that bull trap that we speak of. And then you get on back down to the mean average. And that's my blue line down here. And so if we take off some of these indicators and just look for a moment at what is a naked chart. Yeah, you can see I like charting. Good stuff. I'm going to have a chart night one night. I'm going to get Malpass and anybody else that wants to bring their chart to the table. And we'll talk about it. Oh, whatever. Get back over here. Get all these. Well, I do know that the median line is my blue line down here. And we have got what is a return to the mean. That's what every hyperwave has to do. And so when you get there, you're going to be square. And you start the party all over again for another hyperwave. Now, does that mean you're going to go back to 380? No, hopefully we're going to go past that, right? We are guessing that we're going to go to the moon. But I just don't know. We don't know. Van Eck got denied today. And that's the regulatory side of things that can still throw curveballs in what we're all doing. So when you get your hyperwave, whether it is in this range of value, or if it's in a range of value from $3,000 to $5,000, or in Bitcoin's case, $5,000 to $8,000, it's all relative. But the actuality of an event that is called hyperwave is real. And so we're starting and trying to start a new hyperwave. So that's the USD look. If we get back over here to the BTC look, you'll find where we have been going down, down, down comparatively. Good night, Summerall Guy. I appreciate you. I hope everything's going good for you. I know you're a busy man. Yep. Good job. Thanks for coming by. Nighty night. That's funny, DT. Well, I don't know if my bud is Ferdy out there still by chance, or again, you know, I appreciate so much Anna Liz. You guys are on the other side of the world. That's what is so real about all of this. We are all over the map. Who's typing sloppy? Sloppy typing with banana. Very funny. Yeah, we're going to pull up this chart now. Slowly but surely. Ferdy quit. I'm sorry I missed him. Yes, I understand. We're late night streaming here in the US. Awesome. 12:12. So you can see my little triangle here. This was something that I was looking at off of our last pump, the last few days, over the course of a week. And it's unfortunate because our pumps are very mini, as in small or petite. And yet you can see where it dumped out of the triangle again. And this again is on the downturn. There's FUD articles calling for 15-cent XRP coming up. So if that's the case, I've got my eyes open. Be backing the truck up. Wow, hey, is your 6 covered? How you doing, hun? Great to see you tonight. Thanks so much for dropping by. I'm great, thank you. Miss you guys over there. I see your channel every once in a while, and I'm very impressed with all of your competition shooting. You have really done well. I've still got my own range, and you know, keeping it real, but my timer, my range officer is a little on the generous side. But I've really enjoyed you guys shooting, absolutely. And I was so glad to see TR with his shield. Congratulations, TR. I told him a long time ago. I'm still carrying my shield, by the way, every day. Yep. So for the safety portion of our program tonight, always keep your firearms stored, keep your barrel down, safety on, or maybe not, but treat every gun as if it's loaded. Good stuff. And with that said, hopefully, 6, you've been well. You ought to check out some cryptocurrencies, bro. Yeah, Dana, you know, charting is what it is. There's a lot to each and your own personal education. You know, start looking at things, look at people, see what they do, follow some 420, some real guy. I thought you were going to bed. Woo woo! Smoke 'em if you got 'em. So you must learn charting, and there's no better place to start than on Tone Bays. If you're a newbie, go by and look at it, check out his channel, and just listen. That's all you got to do. That's right, locked and loaded, baby. Let's see here. So if you're interested, I think I will go ahead and have like a chart night, and you guys can check it out. We'll have a couple people come on the panel, and they can bring their own chart. They can discuss their chart. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. No chart is 100% correct. It just depends on what indicators you use, what you like to look at for your outcome, what it is particularly you're looking for. Are you looking for a short-term gain? Or are you a long-term investor? It just depends. These are historical analysis, only here to help you make a forecast. And if you went to high school and took a calculus class, you most likely didn't know why in the hell you're taking calculus. What the hell is calculus? Why will I ever use calculus ever in my life? Am I right? Did you guys take calculus? Did you wonder what the hell is calculus for? Did you take statistics? Did you wonder what is statistics? This is the craziest class I've ever heard of. Well, both of those were very necessary for you today to see and use your charting to understand averages, to understand derivatives. Calculus and statistics give you the average for you to understand and forecast what is an actual scenario for whatever the value that you are looking at to be forecasted. If you look at a sample of XRP or Bitcoin today, and you want to calculate the forecast for it, where you will run what is a process today that uses calculus, and it has formed an entire industry in the banking sector, which we all know are legal, tradable, brokerage, investment tools called derivatives. And derivatives are the use of the M variable, which is the slope, and you calculate the M or the slope based on the actual equation that you have learned in your calculus studies. Am I right? Am I right? The slope allows you to determine the derivative and its product for your evaluation that you can use along with other factors to make a decision and forecast the value of the component that you are analyzing. Now that may be a little woo-woo-woo for us tonight here at 12:30 on the East Coast. Hopefully you've got a mixed drink in your hand. But the truth is that is what derivatives are. They are a forecast of the function of a item of value that you can try to make a good judgment on and bet on. So if you want to run a quinella box over the 2-dog or the number 5 horse, then you know what I'm talking about. We're applying it to another industry that is a living, breathing financial industry that makes trillions and trillions of dollars transactions over the course of a month. And it's the capital of those businesses that are going to be coming into cryptocurrency, where the XRP coin as a bridge asset, a bridge currency, will be utilized for the transaction of currencies in the Forex market to go from one country to another. So if you're going to be sending some money from the United States over to Mexico, or if you want to send something out to the UK, if you're a businessman, businesswoman, that's what you do. And we all know that it's, again, going to have to go through a transaction at the level that will be converted with a bridge coin, a bridge token, a bridge currency, a bridge asset. It doesn't just go straight from a US dollar to a British pound. It doesn't go to the euro automatically. It is traded and converted at the Forex level. So exactly the same process that's going to be revolutionized, and it will allow all of us to transact our funds in instant time. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but that's what happens. And I got to tell you again, as a business person myself, I get so very upset because I have to wait for my funds to come to me, and it's still over a month period. You know, I can almost go broke in the time waiting for my receivables to come in. It is aggravating, but that's the way we're at right now. That's where the world is. And it certainly behooves the banks. They get to use your money for 3 or 4 days for their interest-bearing purposes before you have your money settled. Show me the money. I want my money. It's my money. Give me my money, damn it. Yep. Good stuff. Won't be long. Who's got the purple haze, the skunk, the crippy? You know, and again, I'm in the flower business, guys. And in Florida, we all know that, well, let me step one step back. There is also a lot of stocks that are being traded these days that have to do. Dana, you still hate algebra? Hilarious. Yeah, I did. But I will tell you, there are calculators that out today that will definitely take care of all those functions for you. Worth a quarter. DT, you straighten up. That's funny. So I was going to say there's a lot of crypto stocks these days. And I don't mean cryptocurrency, I mean crippy stocks. That the marijuana industry is being traded left and right. You know, you see it all the time. The people on CNBC, they think that it's all the big deal because they've got a new groups that they can trade on, new trendy stocks, woo, woo, woo. And you know, that's all fine and everything. Because I definitely understand that the CBD, which is no pun on me, CBD, Crypto BirdDog, but we're talking about the cannabinoid industry, whereas the non-THC bearing greenery is being raised just for those purposes, for edibles, for pharmaceuticals, of course. But it's very interesting that those items, when you still look at the stocks and the investment portfolios that that new group has brought to the table, is nowhere near the value of the cryptocurrency industry. Nowhere near the trillions of dollars that are coming into the capital of the cryptocurrency digital asset space. The digital asset space is the first in over 100 and some years for a additional asset to be listed in the United States of America. For the past 150, 200 years, something of that nature, it's been 4 asset classes for regulation and taxing purposes that have been allowed to subsist. Everything has been grouped under those 4 umbrellas. Well, now we've got, of course, the new asset category, digital assets, and that's no joke. That's real. That's tangible. And it will be regulated. It will be transacted very soon, coming to a theater near you. And we all just can't wait. We're pioneers in the story. That's the way it is. So again, don't forget, keep your wits about you. Be patient. And don't be afraid to play Bitcoin. Be a mercenary. Make your bags big. I'm going to be honest, guys. I know we talk about Bitcoin being slow, but it isn't that slow anymore. There have been BIPs, Bitcoin Improvement Protocols, that have actually increased that space. I'm not here to, you know, offend anyone. I'm totally a XRP babe. I know my investment percentages are just off the chart for me with my bags. But yet I have to also understand that we're going to be in this space, the same channel, for a little while. Do you want to sell your bags at $3? Nah. So, you probably won't. If we have another little mini run, or if you go to 80 cents, that's not what I'm looking for. I need to hit the Bitcoin train, make it pay me so that I can then dump that back into my XRP. So consider it. Not, everybody's not, they don't, I'm just saying again, I'm a gambler. I am. Definitely a gambler. I take risks. This is a risky industry. But I do my homework, and I'm committed, and most importantly, I'll plan out and work my plan. Palmer, are you out of here? Or is it Summerall Guy? Well, I'm glad you stuck around, Summerall Guy. Definitely. Hallie G. I'm quite sure you get enough exercise. Yeah, good night, Summerall. Keep banking it, bud. Summer's going to be hot. Drink a lot of water. No, it's going to be a brutal summer, guys. Yep. A lot of fun. Before you know it, we'll be having an election in the United States. And then the Faster Payments Task Force will be implemented. And we'll be off to the moon. Won't be long. This year's gone by very quickly. I know you already know that. Pretty wild. I mean, there's been a ton of new people coming into the space. You just have to remember how fast these things change. Memorial Day weekend, this weekend, is going to be another biggie. I already talked about this. You're going to see a lot of those commercials on TV this weekend. IBM's put out a lot of money. I've seen their commercials talk about blockchain. I've seen them talking about digital assets. Just know what I'm telling you. Now you're going to have your dog whistle ears on. You've probably seen the Drop Gold commercial. And that's what upset the guy this morning on Tone's video, his live stream, so much, was that he was very defensive about people dropping gold. Gold and silver are so manipulated, it's ridiculous. There's no volatility there. Crypto is volatile. That's what we like about it. That's where you can make your gains. And if you think you're really smart, do some shorting. Not me. I'm not into shorting. But there are a lot of people that think that way. I'm a positive person. I think up. I think gains up. My charts are up mentality. But certainly you can flip your brain. Maybe you're a left brain, right brain, whichever one it would be for you to think negative and down on it. Put a short in, take it to another limit, bag your shorts, go against the grain. A lot of money there. Leverage those trades. It's crazy how much money you can make on a short. You borrow the money from the exchange you're on, and you are borrowing that money for a short period of term so that you bet that the stock or currency you're looking at is going to go down, and that you bet that it's going to go down to a certain level. And if you're right, then you get paid, and you get paid big. Shorting is huge. Does that sound like an oxymoron? Shorting is huge. Well, it is. It's big. Me, I'm a normal person. I just, go with the traditional type of trading. I will put my order in, and I'll sell it when I get there. And that's the majority of people. You know, there's like 700,000 people, or, well, I don't know, maybe they're not people, but let's put it this way. There's over 700,000 wallets right now that are holding more than one Bitcoin. And they also tell you that it's not a million, it's actually 9 million of those Bitcoin out of the 21 million created, mined coins maximum for supply. Let's say that again. 9 million, they believe, have been lost out of that 21 million cap. So there goes your supply and demand again. You've got to consider holding some Bitcoin. You really do. And that's why you should consider trading some and build your bags. The 4-horse, no, the 4-horse is going to be lame. I already saw, I checked him out back in the stable. 4-horse, they've got him on the juice. DT, don't go with the 4-horse. Nah, I'm telling you. That is financial advice. Well, I certainly have had a good time tonight. And I guess we could all just hang out and talk forever. Anybody got any questions out there? Ask me anything, you know, or something like that. Got a question for me? Since we're going to go ahead and just chill some. Yeah, no risk, no reward. That's the way it goes in life. Yeah, I agree, bananas. There is no match for the Ripple Labs team. Oh, AJ, finally, honey. I wondered where you were. Thanks. DT. Well, the 5-horse. Okay. I like it. 5 was looking good. 5-horse, you know, this is the old trick for the dog track. You always look for the dog that was going to take a crap right before the race. That's the one you want to bet on. So I saw the 5-horse, and yeah, he unloaded. Good choice. They outlawed greyhound racing here in Florida, which is fine with me. But I will tell you, we used to go to a lot of dog races. DT, I think the XRP in June is going to be put in circulation. It's going to be put in circulation. It's going to go round and round. I can't wait because in June, you know, that's what, 11 days away. Yeah, they're going to dump another billion on the market. That's the way that goes. That's predictable. So we're going to continue to stay in this particular channel. No, there's no question about it. You know, we might bump up to the 40 range. And we could even go back to where we were earlier with the 45, 48 cents here recently. Well, great. But it's going to come back down. I don't know. There's been a lot of FUD also. People are really looking to take. Why? I don't know. But it is what it is. There's a lot of hate out there. And so you've got to consider that also. But there's a lot of FUD going on for the range to drop down to 15 cents. Me? Hey, back the truck up if that happens. Again, I'm good with it. AJ, thank you. I'm so awesome because I have such awesome friends who are all such smart people. Handsome, beautiful. Riding off on my pony. Yeah. You guys ever look at TikTok? That's my guilty pleasure is TikTok. Okay, I'm going to lay it out there. Very simple, little probably 30-second videos. They lay it down on TikTok. It's the app. A lot of them are dancing. Some of them are bad dancers. Some of them are good dancers. But, it's always a popular tune that they're hitting up. Kind of funny. If you haven't seen it, check out TikTok. Guilty pleasure. Yep. Sure, some real. Whatever. You're not going to bed. And I'm glad you're here. Got my horse. Well, where is Pate tonight? You get in a car wreck? He's still over at the zoo chatting. I don't know. DT, you are not chopped liver, honey. You're hot tuna. Spicy tuna. Yeah, I hope you guys like sushi. We'll be having a little bit of sushi at the buffet when we have the big XRP gathering. Won't be too long. Thanks, I missed you guys over the last couple weeks. Again, all the love and support. I really appreciate all of you guys and the donations you put out to me. That was just so heartfelt, and I can't thank you enough. It really meant a lot to me. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the tips of my toes, from my lips to yours. Big kiss. Thank you so much. It was very sweet. We had a terrific service for my grandmother. She was my biggest fan. And, life's short. So I felt like, again, I owed her a terrific send-off, and I'm very happy and pleased with what I did, and I feel good about it. So I'm back in the game now and looking forward to helping out at the zoo again, get some of you ladies together. Y'all have got to come on and get with the program, girls. That's okay, Anthony. I love you. Well, I thought the Van Eyck delay was probably predictable, honestly. If you're someone who is, the powers that be, let's put it out there like that, the backed people, the international continent, the ICE International Continental Exchange, is that right? They hold ownership of the majority of all of the trading organizations. They own the NASDAQ. They own the Dow. It's crazy. I mean, you talk about a monopoly. Well, Backed is their baby. Backed is the wife of the owners, the husband wife. She owns controlling daily operating processes of Backed. So I can see where they will not allow Van Eyck to come down. They're going to get first mover advantage. Nobody else is going to come to the table first. It's theirs to do. Wow, bananas. Very, very nice. I love sushi. I eat sushi very regularly. Not only that I'm a fishing lady. Snook's delicious. Love that. I know that's not something that's usually on a chef plate or in your refrigerator. However, delicious. Yeah, I enjoy the current rolls, like a spider roll. I really enjoy the rainbow roll. That's got some of the unagi, which is also another eel roll. Very tasty. All kinds of things. I'm game for just about any of the sushi meals. Very good. Very tasty. Saigon roll. It's rolled in the rice paper. Lovely. So you guys, again, think about some things that you might like to do. Some of you guys like to play golf. Some of you had talked about wanting to go see the Elon Musk rockets go up over the NASA space station there at Canaveral. I'm not far from all those things. It's probably still about a 2-hour drive to the Canaveral launch pad. But, you know, again, if we did a weekend jaunt of it all, you're welcome to have a free day. We can enjoy a Friday night type style barbecue, get together, cocktails, Saturday, perhaps everybody do what you want to do, whether it is a golf tournament / free day. You guys go check out the launch. You know, I would try to schedule something around that because there's been some interest for that. And I think it's very relative, again, for all of our. Now, squid's good. Calamari's delish. Don't, you know, DT, come on now. I'll have to say, you just keep an open mind because I'll put you on some good calamari. Very tender. It's not overcooked. But with that said, what we could do for a meetup, again, would allow for a good group, good party. I know Kenny P was interested in helping me out with it. Also, Patey mentioned it. I know he'd be game, help me out. So if you're in the Central Florida area, I know Hodel Report talked about being down south, so I appreciate that. You know, he's at Lauderdale, which is, you know, an hour and a half from me. No biggie. But we'll just open the doors. We'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun nonetheless. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Well, DT, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you don't throw your back out, it's all good. It's all good. Connie, how are you, darling? That's funny. Some real guy. He's still, I love you. He's hanging with us. So, Connie, I did see that you had a little something that, again, you were looking to get some info from me, so I appreciate that. I saw that today. Thank you very much. We'll work something out there. Thanks, darling. Darling. Got my horse to the old town road. Ride till I can't no more. Yeah, yeah. Well, I thank you guys very much for coming tonight. Again, I want to thank you. Big hugs. And we're going to do this again, and we'll do a chart night coming up. So enjoy your evening tonight. I hope you guys get a little rest. And we'll be certain to watch the charts. But for now, you can see USD coupled to Bitcoin continues to roll down. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Ripple price consolidating above key supports, 36 cents hold key. According to the news BTC. Facebook launches Libra networks. According to FX Street. Yeah, they've got a little gig going on in Switzerland. We're going to have to get CG, Crypto Girl. She can let me know what's up over there. Ha, Connie, how funny. Rat bag, rat bag. That's our safe word. What a safe word, right? Rat bag? Oh, Lord. Crazy girls. Y'all have made me laugh till I hurt, honestly. These last few days. Love to laugh. Absolutely love to laugh. So I've got a few vertical lines here for important dates coming up. May 27th, June 17th. We'll see what happens. This is the weekly chart. Look out, there's a mouse. There's a mouse. Look out, DT. I agree, Bananas. If you have ever the opportunity to sit one of your friends down and send one XRP to me, show them how quickly it takes to send one XRP to me, you'll make a tremendous impression on them. You can go to the Blockchain Explorer, see that it was confirmed. Bam, there you go. Connie, that's a rat. What a rat. You rat. You dirty rat. It's coming, folks. Hang in there. I know you will. So much is going on. So see, we've come down tonight. Even again, the USD is just under 39 cents now, 38.9. We'll probably get back to the 30-cent range. You know, I hate to be pessimist. I'm not. I am not a pessimist. I'm a realist. And that's because, again, we're talking about circulating supply. We're going to get another billion dumped in. And these are just over the counter. I mean, these are not over the counter, which do not show into the actual selling and buying of Bitcoin. Thanks, guys. This is the fiat leak. My favorite, other than TikTok, this is my other guilty pleasure. So this is the XRP right now. And so, you know, if you'll go down here and let me find my okay, so if let's just look at who's buying, not just trading going on, this makes a difference in the number of transactions going along. These are buys. These are actual buys. They're not just transfers. Not bad. Not bad. I'm an OG on this side. I've been watching it for a long time. And it's a lot different than it used to be. The stream was very splotchy about a year ago. The transactions, the purchasing, just was not that great. Check this out. Bitcoin. Let it get fired up. Look at this. It is freaking tripping. Does this tell you what up, what up, what up? This whack. And these are just buys. Again, if I was to turn on trades or exchanges, yeah, you almost get motion sickness. DT, the print XRP for your paper wallet. Can't help you there, honey. Not sure. Good night, Dana. Love you, girl. Oh, I can't wait to get with you, chick. Yep. I got the trails for us to ride, sister. Got the cooler in the back. Chia. Night, Palmer. Yeah, look at that Bitcoin. Those are all big Bitcoins. Somebody just has a $215 Bitcoin purchase going across the little bar down here. That's 215 BTC, baby. That's big. That's huge. But all these big icons represent mass purchases. So I know we're XRP team, right? But the reality is people got into Bitcoin first. Then they started finding out about other coins. And then they trip over XRP and they realize, wow, oh my God, wow, XRP, wow. And they look into the team. And then they're where we are. Then they come to the zoo. That's what happens. Look at that. That's got to make you excited. Yeah, we got Coronas. We can have anything you want in there. No problem. A little slice of lime. That's a beautiful thing right there. You gotta admit, guys. Am I right? Am I right? That's called on the way to mass adoption right there. And for a gold bug who's stuck on his investment properties, they cannot admit that there are other intrinsic values that can be traded, that other people who don't need to get a wheelbarrow and haul around some big lugging 10-pound bar of gold to try to make a transaction. How antiquated is that? That they can take a small device called a Ledger Nano S, plug that sucker into some sort of a computer anywhere, and transact currency. Gold is gold, but you talk about a centralized currency. Gold is centralized. Yep. What's up with LedgerLive.com? Yeah? Oh, is that the XRP actual site? Oh, what? Can't be reached. Must be crashing. Everybody's on it. This isn't a porn site, is it, DT? You're not tricking me, are you, dog? Yeah. I don't know. No dice. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens now. Oh, brother. Yeah, that's a spammer. All right. So much for that. I'll have to find it later. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Bananas, and I appreciate you very much. And I know there's only a handful of us in here tonight, but I would request if someone is not subscribed to each other, that what you should do in your live chat there on the right hand side is to click on the 3 vertical dots in the chat to the right of the person's name and go to their channel and sub them. Sub each other. That's how we all continue to stay up to date with each other, know when someone's live, and keep our camaraderie. So thank you again for coming tonight. I appreciate it very much, Bananas. Hope to see you soon. Where are you at? That's right, Connie. Just do it. I have to always give credit to Nike. I thought that was truly the most brilliant campaign for marketing aspect and of life coaching ever. Just do it. Just terrific. It really is one of the best ever. Yeah, you got to look at this. Is that not exciting? Look at this chart, you guys. Wow, somebody just has another big purchase. Okay, for the fun of it, I'm going to take us on and let's just see who's even just trading. Watch this. It's like fireworks. So our good friends in Japan are up. Crypto Eddie, wake up. Crypto Eddie, what's up, girl? Rise and shine. There you go. Now it's shooting. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. These are people who are actually just transferring, sending money to another P2P, B2B, not just purchases. These are all transactions right here. And these people will start out with Bitcoin. The institutional investors will offer it in the retail sense, and it will eventually come to an XRP revelation, and bam, we'll be off to the moon. It's going to happen. And why is that? Because we all know that XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created. It does settle in 3 or 4 seconds. Oh man, that is just something else, guys. Again, from 1 year ago, the chart looked like, let's go down here and, sorry, Palmer, I'm going to do it. Look at ADA, look at Cardano. How sad. Ah! Yeah, that was Bitcoin a year ago. Poor little Cardano. Let's see what else we can look at real quick. ETH's been kicking ass. 250 bucks. Nice. Oh yeah, it's going. It's ripping. Let it catch up. alivingledger.com. Okay, I'll check that out. Summer guy, just, what the hell? Who needs sleep? Screw it. All-nighter with BirdDog. Yeah, so there's ETH. You can see it's pretty heavy in America. A little bit going up to Europe. Again, we're looking at all transactions right now. This is not just purchases only. See how XRP is back at it. And again, our friends in Asia have started working. Got the Korean market open. But heavy in USD. Hot is hot. That's all there is to it. Okay, sure enough, DT. A living ledger, is that correct? Let me just scroll back up and make sure again. A live ledger. alivingledger.com. Okay, I got it. Sure enough, hun. No worries, babe. There it is. Oh, wow. Those are the nodes. Oh, hell yeah. I am in the Matrix. I am in the Matrix. Neo. Neo, run! So I just clicked on that validator. I believe that's what I did, right? Payment. Offer create. Wow. You know, guys, first mover advantage is everything. And I am not here to break down XRP because we have the first mover advantage, and that is everything. Our team is out there. We have all the customers lined up. We are it. We are it. The attempt by Bitcoin, the attempt by Litecoin to do atomic swaps, to have their validators, to have their nodes and channels open for a P2P direct payment process are all similar to what XRP does. But XRP has already done it. And these nodes are beautiful. They're secure. They're fast. And they settle. The real-time settlement we're looking at right now is beautiful. Thank you, DT. You know, guys, I gotta tell you what, man, I'm so bummed. My damn 55-inch TV died on me yesterday. Is that crazy? It did. It died. Rest in peace, Sony Bravia. Tell Dutchy I'm gonna have to get a 4K TV. Yep. Tell Dutchy. The 4K TV is really in the picture now. It's in play. Hilarious. No joke. alivingledger.com, everybody, if you want to check this out again. Oh, wow, look at the new trapezoid on the right. How sexy is that? I'm going to let this populate overnight. Oh, there's the Big Dipper. Look, there's Virgo. What do you mean, DT? They're getting rid of displays. Right, Connie? Oh, I see what you mean. The year model changeover. Well, I'm definitely in the market. Not by my choice. My husband went to Boca Grande this week to fish the Boca Pass. It is the traditional time of the year where all the tournaments are held for the tarpon fishing. So he is going to come home and be really ready to get a new TV. So that'll be coming right up. I will say that the full moon is probably beating on a few of us. That's probably why some real guy can't go to sleep. That's why bananas, you can't go to bed. It's real. It's true. It's lunar madness. Beautiful evening out tonight. Very bright here in Florida. No clouds. I have 3 black bears that live behind my house. A mama bear with 2 cubs, and she is ready to have another cub, at least. I don't know, she may throw 2, who knows. But anyway, she's definitely been, all of the animals and pets that we have in the area are on edge. Very nice, DT, 60-inch. For 300? What was the brand? Oh my goodness. Do tell, do tell. My husband would be over the moon if he came home and I bought a new TV. Oh my God. That'll go a long way if you know what I mean. Oh, very nice. I'm a Vizio fan. I use those as my computer monitors. Probably everyone else does too. I'm sitting here looking at one right now. Look at that little cluster down there. I wonder what that is. I mean, is there a way to, ooh, look at that. How cool. If I can catch it again, there it is. Let's see what I find out. What does it say? Oh, wow, that's my address. How cool is that? It's probably Wheatsay's. No, his has a R3 with Pepper in it. Pepper's his bird. Tipbot. Let's see. That could be Tipbot. That could be Tipbot. No, that's not it. No. No. How did you get a free 50-inch Samsung? That's impressive. You didn't have to sleep with anybody, did you? Oh, goodness. Look at that. What is up? That's huge. Look at that. Dang. It is, Connie. It is off. This is totally. Thanks again, DT. Great. Appreciate this. Very neat site. DT, you're correct. Cheap Sonys and good Sonys. The Bravia that I have that died was a very expensive model. And as we're speaking about investments in general tonight, TVs are the worst depreciable asset. Well, hello, digital nomad investor. Comme ça, comme ci, comme ça. So nice to see you. That is correct, DT. I have a lovely brick wall, my fireplace, to mount the television over. My goodness, look at that. That's either a sea urchin or it is a terrific fireworks explosion. Hey, what's up, Chris? Wake up, London. Oh, now we've got a 3D rotation going. Sweet. My goodness. So these independent channels, you know, are again decentralized. There's no question about it. This website is a great example to prove this. DNI, how are you doing, honey? You remember you were the recipient of my giveaway for the Ledger Nano S back in the day. You were the lucky winner. I was so proud for you to win that also. And we were discussing earlier tonight the need for everyone to update their firmware on the Ledger Nano S. If you are still utilizing it, make sure that you update your Nano S so that you're ready to use it whenever you need to. Because if you don't, you're going to be faced with like 15 to, well, if you're really very versed at utilization, you know, if you really know how to work your Nano and how to do the updates and everything, if you're very versed with it, it might take you 25 minutes, but I can tell you that otherwise you're going to be faced with a good 35-minute project to update the firmware and then reinstall the particular coins that you had on that Ledger Nano S. So be sure, look into it. The main part of that upgrade is that they're using Ledger Live now. So hopefully you're using Ledger Live software to access it. I know, isn't that right? It's totally 3D. That's whack. Wow. That is so wild. That is so wild. That's awesome. 614 London. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, sunshine. We've jumped back over to the Fiat Leak site. Looking at our little babies. These are all purchases. Looks like a lot of the trading was on the OKEX exchange, Binance, Huobi. I'm not familiar with ZB.com. Obviously, that's a website. Coinbean. Yep. DT, if you're using Ledger Live, then you're on a good start, darling. But I would recommend that you go ahead and break it out of the safe, plug it in, make sure that your firmware is updated. It'll prompt you at the top right of that Ledger Live software screen if you need to update your firmware. And I will say that I've noticed that over the last month, they have upgraded their service on the firmware a couple of times. So that's right, Fiat Leak, fiatleak.com. I know, Chris, it really was. It was off the chain one. It was just like an absolute ray gun. I appreciate that. That was a great characteristic. Very good. Very good. You know, we were talking about when we look at the Bitcoin transactions currently, to compare this with all of our original investing that we did when we first became cryptocurrency holders and investors. We got into this with the thought that we were going to be Bitcoin holders. And so we did some investigating, do your own research. Next thing you knew, we stumbled across, oh, good, Connie, very good girl. Yeah, I'm glad you did this. That's why I just thought it was very important for all of my friends to understand that they need to do the updates, make sure to stay with it, because there will become a time here soon, I believe, that we're going to want to do a little bit of trading, and you don't want to be hampered. Nothing like having some computer come over the top of you. So we all started out as Bitcoin enthusiasts, I believe. I could be wrong, but I just would think that we all began our journey investigating Bitcoin, the alpha dog, to come and find out that there is a better digital asset that is faster and cheaper, and that's XRP. And yeah, these people right now who are buying Bitcoin will come to that same realization, and it's soon. It's very soon. When they do, XRP will have more and more circulation and supply come in to move the particular price, the trading environment will continue to grow. And we just have to be patient and wait for that day when circulation starts to increase. A few coins get burned. And we just know, again, like I was talking about earlier, you guys, in the fall, after the faster payments task force gets into existence, we have a new election. The regulation is made. I really believe President Trump will force that hand. All this mess that has been going on for the past year will be over after this election, and the business will begin. We will see our debt decrease. We will see the rectification of the American Treasury. It's very possible the Fed could be audited. If they don't comply with the plan that President Trump has laid forth in that executive order 13772, then he will. He'll go to the mattresses. He's a winner, man. He's not afraid. He ain't scared. The ray gun, Chris, is going off. Firing my laser. It is a beautiful thing. You can't deny that. It is hypnotizing, Connie. So just remember tonight, it is May, now I guess we're officially May 21st here in the United States, East Coast, that this is what the fiat leak looked like for Bitcoin. And when we come by this again in about a year, and those lasers are just going off everywhere. I mean, you can see Asia is totally woke right now. You've got the Japanese yen buying big. Looks like the rupee in India is buying big. USD is just off the hook. The Korean, and you know, not so much. Yeah, there's some euros. The Brazilian real firing off some bitcoins. Japan is up, open for business. Very nice. Oh, is that right? What is that? The Cosmo coin, CSC? Bitrue airdrop? Don't miss out, guys. Curious, Mr. Wang, I should say. Let me be proper and respectful. The CEO of Bitrue is going to be with the zoo this weekend for his meetup in Amsterdam, very similar to the XRP meetup that was held in Amsterdam several weeks ago. Curious Wang is going to be available and has agreed to do some interview, ask me anything, information for the zoo this weekend. It'll be Saturday, I believe 11 o'clock Eastern-ish, Saturday in the morning, that is. Oh, Casino Coin. Okay, I stand corrected. I'm sorry. Thank you. Not Cosmo, but Casino Coin. Thank you. USD, Eurox, Australia dollars. Guys, it's already decided and in place. Just not to put out the public yet. Now, is that what they're calling their national currency, Bananas? The EuroX? Australia is very, you know, they're quite the forerunner. They're very, oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Lost the correct word. They're very modern thinking when it comes to these cryptocurrencies and have been a front runner for some time. They've allowed their school system to be on blockchain. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Big hug, son. Love you, darling. Get her done. We'll catch you later. Thank you very much for coming in tonight. And so I say again, the Aussies have really been front runners on utilizing crypto, whether it's blockchains in their school system, in the public venue, government. It's very interesting. definitely looking forward to following in their footsteps. They've got some very good examples for everyone out there. Look at the laser beam. That's awesome. Very pretty. So with that, I think we're going to call it tonight, guys. My backdrop. I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow, today, wherever it is that you are. Make sure